there, Nick Bocott here, welcome to another Sweetwater video, and today we're looking at this splendid beast behind me, this black and gold monster called the 5153S EL34. It's of course an EVH head, and we're also looking at the accompanying cabinet. Now the reason I'm looking particularly sweaty today is nothing to do with the lights, it's to do with the name on this, Edward Van Halen. The bottom line is this, my friends, to a lot of people, myself included, Eddie Van Halen completely rewrote the rule book on how to play rock guitar. He not only reset the bar, he reinvented that bar. So for me to demo this, wow, the pressure is truly on. The EVH 5153S EL34 head is a 100 watt beast, all tube with 3 channels. In fact, due to its comprehensive controls, it's effectively 3 amps in a box. Each of the 3 channels has its own independent controls for the following: gain, low, mid, high, volume, presence, and resonance. That's a lot of controls, and the cool thing about having separate presence and resonance for each one, and those, by the way, are functions of the power amp, is it means that you can control the lows and high of each amp. On a lot of multi-channel amps, resonance and presence are just one control for all channels. It's a master control, but here it's for each channel, and I like that. Ultimate control. The 3 channels are channel 1, the clean channel, channel 2, the alleged medium gain channel, and channel 3, the high gain channel, or as Edward likes to call it, the over-the-top channel. To be honest with you, the medium gain channel is a fire-breathing beast that would kill most allegedly high-gain amps. It really is that good. Now, I'm sure you know this, but 5150 is the Californian police code for someone who's insane. The only thing insane about this amp is the sheer amount of gain it's got, because it's really, really musical. I dig it a lot. The tube complement of the black and gold beauty behind me is the following: 8 12 AX7s. That's 8, my friends, and a quartet of 4 JJ matched EL34 power tubes. It also has a foot switchable series effects loop, and that is also valve driven. The S, by the way, stands for stealth, and that's what this particular amp is based on, the 5153S. Now the 5153S, the stealth, had the following tonal tweaks over the standard 5153 amp, and they are as follows. Number 1, increased gain in channels 2 and 3, and also channel 2 being closer to channel 3 tonally, meaning you've got seamless switching when it comes to tonal character between the two, if that makes sense. Another 2 features that are really cool that are added: 3 separate resonance controls on the rear panel, 1 for each channel, 1, 2, and 3. Now, what is resonance? It increases low-end thud, and as mentioned before, it's a function of the power amp. As Ed likes to say, resonance is basically presence for the low end. The reason the 3 resonance controls are on the back, look at the front panel, there's 18 controls there. There's literally no room. That's why they went round the rear end. Last but certainly not least, the other thing the Stealth has over the regular 5150 is this: external bias probe ports and also a bias adjust feature on the rear panel, meaning you can easily adjust the tube bias if you need without taking the head apart. By the way though, this is not for the regular user. This can only be done by an authorized service center, otherwise you'll void your warranty and you could hurt yourself. So don't do it. The EVH 5153S EL34 has the following unique attributes. Number 1, it obviously has EL34, so it has a different saturation, a different sag, and a different vibe to the 6L6 versions. Not better, just different, more British if you will. Number 2, Ed's made the clean channel, channel number 1, even clearer and more compressed, and we'll hear that in a minute. Anyway, enough of my rambling blabber. Let's listen to the amp, shall we? By the way, the opening cut was done with channel 3, the over-the-top red channel, and the pedals I used are as follows. I used an MXR EVH phaser, an MXR EVH flanger, a carbon copy delay, purely for that thing at the end. That's all I used it for. And in the effects loop, I've got an MXR reverb and an MXR smart gate. let's check out a couple of clean sounds. The first one, I'm going to use an MXR analog chorus because Ed has one. I'm going to play something bright and kind of cheery. Okay, for the next clean example, thanks to digital magic, I've changed to an EVH Wolfgang guitar with a drop D tuning, thanks to the handy dandy D tuner. And I'm using the EVH phaser and flanger in tandem, and I set the amp up for a slightly darker, slightly more snarly sound on channel 1. Oh, at this point, I should probably point out the really sturdy foot switch that comes with this bad boy. Check this out. This is what comes with. It's got a special connecting thing, and as you can see, it's got switches for each of the 3 channels. Green for clean, blue for the alleged medium gain channel, which is a monster, and red for danger over the top. As you can also see, there's an on-off foot switch for the series effects loop, which is a really cool addition to have. And it's sturdy. You could throw this, you could run it over with a truck and it would still survive. So, plus the switching, as you've heard, is quiet and seamless. Oh yeah, before I forget, the cabinet. This beauty, birch ply constructed, solid as a rock, loaded with special EVH 12-inch speakers, specially voiced and made by Celestion. As you've just heard, it really is the perfect tonal complement to the head. So if you buy one, you should buy both. In fact, buy one head, 2 cabinets, because that's rock and roll. As always, if you want to find out more about the fine EVH amps, just go to sweetwater.com, or better still, call your sales engineer and he or she will be able to guide you through this tonal versatile monster. Now, I'm going to play out, and I'm using the Iomi guitar. So I'm going to sign off by setting this up fairly heavy. I'm going to use the EVH phaser and flanger again with the reverb in the loop and the smart gate. Oh yeah, one more thing. On the very, very unlikely event of Mr. Edward Van Halen ever seeing this nonsense, 2 words from here. Thank you. I'm out. See ya.